Good afternoon, Mahonison High School parents and guardians. I'm coming to you from the high school main office, and it's really quiet here. I'm guessing that your homes are not quite as quiet right now. But in all sincerity, I hope that this message finds you well, finds your families healthy and secure. That is certainly the most important thing at this time. So I just wanted to give you an update kind of where we stand here at the high school. First and foremost, I just want to share that there are no confirmed cases of COVID-19 here at Mahonison High School. So again, there are no confirmed cases here. However, following state guidance, we are currently closed down, as you know, and who knows how long that's going to continue. So we started out during this shutdown asking teachers to put together some resources for kids where kids could kind of study on their own and investigate some materials on their own, and that was primarily review. At this point, not knowing how long this is going to last, we feel like it's very important to begin to move on with instruction via a plan that I'm calling a continuity of instruction. So this is certainly not going to fully replace a classroom experience, but we need to do the best that we can in the circumstances that we are in. So teachers are right now, as I'm filming this video, working from home and working remotely on developing lessons and developing methodologies where they will connect with your kids virtually in the coming weeks, and they will begin to teach, because there are important concepts and skills that students need to learn whether they're in this school building or not. So a lot of hard work by the teachers. We're expecting a lot of hard work from kids. Certainly not an ideal scenario, but I feel like together we're going to make the most of this, and we're going to provide kids with a very quality educational experience. So as a parent, what's important for you? Make sure that your child has their Chromebook, that they have their Chromebook charger, and that device is charged and ready to go. If you don't have those things, you contact the high school main office. We will make sure to get you hooked up with whatever you need. Teachers have been working via Google Classroom for years now. In most cases, for a few of them, maybe it's new, but your students, I'm sure, are used to using Google Classroom, and teachers are going to begin to push out new things via Classroom. We're expecting that teachers will connect with kids via Google Meet, which is an online conferencing tool, pretty regularly. Probably you could expect about 60 minutes of direct contact time per week with teachers, and they're going to begin assigning and assessing work, providing students with tremendous feedback with the hopes of helping students make progress in their learning via a virtual platform. So just a few other things. I'm sure there's tons of questions about, what are we going to do about grades? What are we going to do about big events like the school play or the talent show or the prom? And unfortunately, a lot of those things remain unanswered right now. As soon as I have clear answers, I will provide those answers. But we are working to do the absolute best we can. Definitely don't want to just cancel anything. We will postpone where we can. Where we can't, I'm thinking about trying to figure out ways to do some of those events in a new way, in a different way, because I think it's important to try to provide as much normalcy for kids as we can. And to that end, I would ask you to help your child establish a set schedule. I think kids definitely do better when they have a regular set schedule. But they certainly should have some input in that, and it's going to be flexible a little bit during this time. But please ask them about what kind of schedule you think would work for them. They should be expected to probably at this point do about 3 hours worth of schoolwork per day. So that's less than half of the amount of time they typically would spend in school, but would be enough to hopefully make adequate progress in terms of a high school student. Now, some kids will have more. If kids are in AP classes or college courses, those classes are flipping over to a virtual platform and are continuing on at a very regular pace. For the other classes, teachers really are distilling all of the remaining content and skills and trying to just get it down to what they believe is manageable that kids will be able to do remotely. I think it's important that you encourage your kids to get outside as much as they can, to take in some fresh air, to remain active and try to help them stay positive. We're going to be building in some things to a regular virtual schedule, like the morning show will be coming back, just to try to give them, again, a sense of normalcy through this chaotic time. And if you have any questions at all about what your child is expected to do, how they're expected to do it, there's communication coming out from my office that'll include a letter from me as well as a written form of this plan. All you really need to do is there's a link within that document where you can ask questions. Submit that a question via that link, and we will get back to you as soon as possible with an answer to your question. And again, I hope that you're able to remain well and stay positive, and hopefully you'll be able to see you in person sometime soon.